On the flag stand, waving the green flag here to set us underway. 30 green flag laps for the Sportsman, and down through 3 and 4 off the corner. Chris Gomes to the lead. Rio and Pangilinan battle for second.
Pangilinan hanging tight up on the outside with Rio down on the inside. The 74 of Bruno right there in tow. 3 cars and a dogfight for second. They roll off of turn number 4.
Off the corner they come. It's Bruno and Pangilinan now side by side as the field cross up from there on back. Just about Petty underneath the 5 of Flanagan moves into 5th. Bruno has the edge into 3. He'll take 3rd.
Deep in the field, they try to make some noise. The 7 of Walia slides underneath the 46 of Watson. The 13 of Williams right in front of him. Meanwhile, in front of them, the 04 of Steve Axon, the 11 of Corey Fielding, all working that inside lane, following the 21 of Kyle Casper.
Chris Gomes about a 4-car length lead ahead here, 4 laps into the race. He races off a turn at number 2, and the top 6 are all single file. Now Kyle Casper battling with Kohler back in the field for 8th.
Battle for second, still hot and heavy. The 8 of Rio sits in the number 2 spot. The 74 of Bruno sits third. The 53 of Pangilinan and the 57 of Petty. Round out the top 5. They're all nose to toe off of turn number 4. Here comes Bruno down to the inside of Rio. That's the battle for second. Battle for 1 and 2.
Scott Bruno now side by side for second, as is Petty and Pangilinan for 4th. They race down to the corner. Bruno clears for second. Petty still battling with Pangilinan off turn 4.
Off the corner they come. Petty's got the advantage up into the 4th spot, and here comes Captain Fun following him through. Pangilinan dives down to the inside, but Bianca is already there. They hit turn 3 and 4. The battle for 5th is nose to toe. Meanwhile, Petty goes to work on the 8 of Rio, pounding his way down to the inside.
Bumping and banging they are through 1 and 2. That opens up the gap between 2nd and 3rd, and that means Scott Bruno has the leader all to himself as they race out of turn number 4. He's closed that gap down to a 1-car length lead for Chris Gomes. He closes it even further through 1 and 2. And Bianco around out of turn 4.
Bianco got sideways off the corner and just couldn't get it straightened out as the field thundered up.
Field rolling through 3 and 4, getting ready to hit that throttle. It's on Gomes. He hits it as he enters the box. Off the corner they come. Green flag in the air. We're back underway. Bruno, the huge run in that outside lane, really challenging our leader, as Gomes able to get a good run off too to take the lead back.
Rio sits there right on the inside as they pound off of turn number 4. Rio sideways, 3 wide down in the corner. Petty trying to get a run, slides up into the 8. They come off of turn number 2, 3 wide down the backstretch.
Adam Petty wants that bottom line. He wants that position from Rio. He's going to take it away as Rio and Bruno make contact. Both loose off the corner. Big time contact between Flanagan. He's caught up on the Rio car. 13 around, Kohler around. Can Gomes defend that position one more time in this restart with Scott Bruno to his outside? Adam Petty rearing for another win, sits there in 3rd as they roll through the corner. Off at turn number 4. Green flag in the air. And we're back underway. It's Gomes battling with Bruno. Petty pushing right along the back of Gomes down through 1 and 2 as they hit the backstretch.
Down into 3 and 4 they go there. Good run up on the outside for Bruno. They come off of turn number 4, and the 74 finds himself at the top of the leaderboard for the first time in several weeks as he rolls off of turn number 2.
Great run here so far from Scott Bruno as he's able to make the pass. Petty and Gomes, some contact there as Petty's fighting to get to that bottom lane. He does finally, 3 wide down into the corner. Petty and Pangilinan split Gomes as there's contact throughout the field. Down the backstretch they go. Pangilinan with the advantage in 3rd here, but Rio fighting back on the inside. Casper pushing alongside Rio on the bottom. And that bottom line, accordion effect throughout. But there still has some momentum as Casper looks to move into that 4th position underneath Rio. He does off 4.
Down across the stroke they go, and the field's starting to string itself out. Trouble for Porkchop as the shake and bake falls up.
Toyota Pace truck makes its way to the infield. We're getting ready to head back to green flag racing. Field rolls down through 3 And off of turn number 4, Bruno and Petty side by side, pushing off each other across the stripe and into one. Bruno and Petty both looking for that advantage. It goes to Bruno down the backstretch into the corner. Here comes Pangolina underneath Petty for second.
Pangolina throws it in hard and deep down on the inside as they go 3 wide off the corner. Wheel down the inside. Fury all of a sudden comes into the mix as they hit turns 1 and 2. They come off the corner side by side from 4th on back.
Petty sits in 3rd. He's got a battle right behind him between Rio and Casper. Casper hanging on that outside lane. Here comes Corey Fanning now into the top 5 fight as they race down through 1 and 2.
Down the backstretch they go, and keep your eyes on that 21 of Casper, who runs on the outside of Rio. Rio trying to do all he can to hang out of the inside with Fanning and Lowry knocking on his back door.
Out of the corner they come. Top 3 starts to break away as the battle for 4th is on. It's Rio and Casper still side by side. Out of turn number 4, we got trouble in the middle of 3 and 4. It's Kohler and Gomes around.
This time for the Hugger South Coast Power Equipment Sportsman Division, as we get ready to roll off of turn number 4, Scott Bruno lines it up off the corner. Green flag is out. We're back underway down into turn number 1.
Bruno with a good run there. He's going to clear second place as Petty and Pangolina will battle for that position now through 3 and 4. Petty with the advantage down in that bottom lane out of turn number 4. They'll clear Pangolina and they cross another lap off the board.
Battle to 1 and 2, and Pangolina shuts the door on the hard charging aid as they play bumper tag down on the inside. Into 3 and 4. Fanning drops behind Lowry down into turn number 1. 27 has some sparks coming out from underneath him, and he will get pit side next time by.
Side by side down the backstretch is still a battle between Casper and Rio. Casper looks to clear on the top side. He does. Accordion effect all the way back on that bottom line because of an issue with Rio there and Casper on that pass. And everyone's got some bunched up hoods now.
Little train racing down into 3 and 4. Lowry takes a look to the outside. Fanning is right there. Settles it in behind as they cross the stripe behind them. Baxter and Axon having at it, playing bumper tag off of turn number 2.
Field stretches itself out just a little bit here at the front. A little bumper to bumper towards the back of the pack here. Axon looks underneath Baxter as they race down into 1 and 2. They're still side by side out of the corner. That is for the 8th position, and it goes to Axon as Baxter got a bit loose out of 2.
Yep. Scott Bruno on a breakaway, leading the charge down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the backstretch he goes, a 4-car length advantage. Paul Lowry down to the inside of Chris Rio, looking for that 5th spot. Fanning is right there for the hole off of turn number 2.
Out of the corner they come. It's Bruno and Petty. Now Pangolina trying to hold off the charging Casper. As Casper has been fast tonight in that 21. They head down through 3 and 4. 5 laps to go. This time by for your leader, Scott Bruno.
Kyle Casper has caught the 53 of Pangolina in the battle for that 3rd spot. Casper sets right up on. Takes a look down to the inside off of turn number 2. Down into 3 they go. Casper can't get the run. Tries to get off of 4, but Pangolina is too strong off that corner.
Danny Pangolina doing a great job here holding off Casper, but Casper is fast and only has 3 laps this time by to make that pass. So can Casper get into the podium as Scott Bruno crosses another off the board?
Pangolina trying to hang on. Here comes Casper down on the inside. Pangolina's able to hang on and shut the door that time across the stripe.
Down through 3 and 4 out of the corner they come. Adam Petty closing that gap with 2 to go, but it may be a little too much as Scott Bruno's been hitting his spots out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, about 3 car lengths back to 57 Petty in that 2nd position. Off the corner they come, white flag in the air.
Casper gets a run off of 4. Down to the inside he goes for the white flag. Billy trying to hurry him up top for the podium finish. Tyler Lowry looks to the inside off of turn number 2. Into 3 and 4 they go.
Off the corner they come, checkered flag in the air. Scott Bruno comes home with the win. Adam Petty comes home 2nd, and 3rd place by a hair goes to the 21 of Casper.
3rd place finish, not bad. It was, a bit of a messy race there at the start, but you managed to work your way up spot by spot, and you come home third. You can't be too upset with that.
No, it was a good run. We started 10th, came home top 3 position. You can't complain about that. I mean, we were changing tires. We found a flat on the right front right before the feature, and we threw a tire we weren't really sure on about. So yeah, I mean, my car runner made the right call there. It was a good move there. I'd like to thank my sponsors, State Line Tree Works, Richie Helga's South Coast Power Equipment for the Power 5, Pakeman's Insurance Agency, Bay State Sewage, Brian Sanford from Sanford & Sons, and about wraps it up.
And with the second place finish, a good battle there. You were closing in on Scott, but just a little too short there. How was that run?
It was good. I mean, he ran me clean. He just had a little bit more than me tonight, that's all.
Now, with a race like this, there were a lot of restarts. You worked your way up to the field. That battle at the end, like you said, you just had a little too much for you, but overall, you got to be happy with the performance.
Yeah, definitely. The car was running good and just didn't have enough to catch him.
Who do you want to thank here for the second place?
I want to thank my uncle, my girlfriend, all my friends in the stands. I mean, they're here to watch and support me, and that's about it. Brian Hill Farms Excavation, you know, they're all people that helped me a lot. I wouldn't be able to do this without them.
It was a good one. I didn't think I had it, but the car came in towards the end and just got better and better as we went on.
Well, you finally got past Gomes early on in the race, and then you had to go through a few restarts there. What were you thinking after the caution came out? You know, you had to battle a different guy on these restarts, but you came out victorious in the end.
Yeah, you just be on your game on the restarts. The first one, when I was on the outside, I wasn't, but I was a little more aware on the second one, though.
Who do you want to thank here to help you come home with this win tonight?
Well, this is my first win without my dad, so this race is for you, Dad. And I want to thank my crew, Kyle Bowers, my wife, my crew, John, my sponsors, Phil's Propane, Cat's Pest Supply, Richie from Helga's South Coast Power Equipment. Thanks, Rich. Sanford & Sons, Tamagot's Auto Repair, RJ's Welding, Let's Party, Bratton Industries, and Full Time Signs.